So I'm looking to actually maximize, but then the category of my pay is not considered into the loan eligibility. I actually work on site for 1 month, and then another month I go on off. That means I have 1 month of additional income in terms of allowances, and then the next month I wouldn't have any allowances, followed by those sequences. So is there a way for me to increase my LE?
We've given you official LE 440,000, right?
Yes, correct.
Go and look at per bank LE.
Okay.
That means most bank will be able to accept a 440,000 LE from you. Shouldn't have any problem. Most banks. So we put the most conservative number for you. But the more accurate one is your per bank LE when you look at your profile. How
Somewhere
much?
around that. It's about 500,000 plus 560,000 if I'm not wrong.
For example, if you want to go for Monica and it's a panel bank for Monica, then you use 560.
But there isn't any way for me to prove those allowances, because those allowances are very, very big actually. It is about 20,000 plus minus per month each time. So if it's not being recognized, a huge portion of my LE is not recognized. Right now, the LE is based on my basic income.
Like I said, unfortunately, the banks will act conservatively because your allowances is not fixed. So any form of fixed allowance as part of your contract, that one they can consider. Otherwise, they need a longer tenure to basically go and validate whether your allowance is true. How long have you been working in this job?
I've been working for about 2 years.
Not enough, unfortunately. Your allowance is for how long already?
My allowances has been 1 year since I started going offshore.
I see. Typically, the problem with this income here is that unless you can prove like a 2 or 3 year record that this is the case, it's very hard to justify.
All right. And then also I'd like to ask, prior to joining into FACAP, I actually paid a deposit for a purchase of unit, but I haven't signed the SPA yet. So at that point of time, the price point was very, very, very much low. So I don't actually know, is this a worth it project or should I just stick with Monica?
Where's the project?
It's in Sungai Besi near Bandar, Malaysia.
Okay. How much is that?
Total cost is about 360,000.
What's the size?
Size is about 850 square feet.
So the thing is this, Bandar Malaysia will take 10 years to mature, bro. So it's going to take quite some time. And this project is not completed yet, right?
Yes, correct.
So if you buy an uncompleted project, you have to wait for the project to be completed, let's say 3 years from now, only for you to buy your second property. If you buy Monica today, you rent it out in the next 6 months. Next year, you can buy one more already. You can buy one property every year if you buy completed property. Because your LE or recognized LE is not very high. So it depends on your goal. I don't think it's a bad property lah. I think at that price point, I think it's okay. It's actually quite safe to buy. But it's not better than Monica. That's for sure. You are stuck for 3 years.
That's true. That's the reason why I kept on thinking actually. So might as well just get Monica because Monica seems very, very promising. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it's completed. You can actually see the product. You don't have to wait so long to get keys. You don't have to pay interest to reconstruction, which is going to be 20 or 30,000. You actually save a lot of money on Monica.
Yes, definitely, bro. Thanks, bro, for the suggestion.
Okay. So 2 years later or 1 year from now, you can try to rescreen again, but this time you have to prove 2 years of allowances. So it's like a business, bro. So the moment you have a 2-year record, it's easier to justify. Very hard to argue. It doesn't exist.
All right, sure. Thanks, Faisal.